Well, isn't this interesting? We're down here at Central. It's the same tram that left when we left Circa the Quay. No, I don't know, there's a lot of them. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. Look how quiet it is. This is Central. On a Thursday in the afternoon, on a weekday. All with the lovely keep your distance laws. All the trains are basically empty. You've got about 3 passengers, or 1 or 2 per section. And now we're going to go for a walk up here. This here is usually packed full of people. All these cafes and all that, see? They're usually packed up here full of people. So this is a video where no other YouTuber would go. And you're about to see, because I haven't been here for 2 months. Let's see how dead central country trains are. Can you believe it? Look at that. There's nobody here. Unbelievable. This is like something out of the Central Food. That's where the tram comes in there. It goes out to the fish markets and Star City Casino. Look at Eternity. Anybody remember that one? Eternity? E-T-E-R-N-I-T-Y. The story is, on the year 2000, New Year's Eve, Sydney Harbour Bridge had the word eternity written up on it. And it was all done by a guy that died several years before, who was homeless and couldn't read and write, and used to walk around the city and write the word eternity on the footpath and on the walls with chalk. Never with texture, never with paint. He used to always write eternity. And there's something to do with him meeting a priest. And they were talking, and the priest said, "So to eternity." So this here is the original booking office. When I worked here on the railways back in 1978, and you used to go in there and turn right, and there was a big, as you come in the door, you get a big round bowl like that, and then you come out the other door down there. It's like a big bowl, and all the booking clerks are there. And you go in there and you go and book your seat, catch a country train. Now this is what they've got here now, transport information over here, new desk, and there's the big clocks up there. Now if you go back in, there's a YouTube video. It had to do with Flash Dance Central Station, Sydney. You know, Flash, F-L-A-S-H, Flash Dance. And this is where they had the Flash Dance, right here. And this is where the people stood, and the dancers were there, or the people were there, and the dancers were here, outside the female toilets. And that's where they had the Flash Dance. And this is where I used to work down here. I used to go in those doors there. Look at that beautiful sandstone. All this has been refurbished now. See, lift to Eddy Avenue. But I used to go up there, in that door there, and there's a set of stairs. I used to go up there. And I used to work up. See, there's the door. There's baggage. I used to work up there. Behind the dome as a building. And I used to go up there, and that's where I used to work. It was called Staff Office. And that's where I used to work. And I used to drink out all the employees all around the country. Look at that. A couple of taxis down there, 2 here, and nobody around. They gave them a smoke illegally. Anyway, let's go out here and have a look at Central. Well, last time I was here 20 years ago, they had the big scaffolding up around the station. And they were rebuilding the big clock tower. Well, this is it. They spent a fortune on it. So, 1:15. Look at that, beautiful. See? There's the station, there's the dome, and there's offices there, and offices behind the tower go that way, to the east, and that's where I used to be. And we actually, us staff members, we used to actually go up there to the clock. If we wanted to get up there, my boss had the key. And my old examiner was up there in one of those windows, and that's where I passed all my railway engineering degrees. Just up there beyond those windows. 40 years ago, 36 years ago. He was the head of the railways. I had to go in there and do my railway signalman's and certificate and bridge inspections and everything else. That's where I done it. Yeah, New South Wales Safe Working Manager Inspector. Now that part there, that's where you see the Indian Pacific train goes out. It goes to Perth, or any trains that go down to Melbourne. So let's go back in here and have a look until the memory card runs out. I wonder if I know him. I probably do. He probably started when I was a kid. Isn't it? Look at this. See, if you want to catch the train to Perth, that's where you go. Number 1 platform. Now, if anybody remembers my train videos, and I said I do the mileage markers, and you see the mileage marker on the stations, doesn't matter where you are in New South Wales, if you're in New South Wales, every mileage marker distance, now let's say Murwillumbah, 935 kilometres, or Orange, 222, right, or anywhere else. It all starts from there. Central Station, number 1 mileage marker. Yes, people, that's it. Number 1 mileage marker. That's where it starts. Right here. Every single New South Wales mileage on bridges, whatever, start from that point right there. It's unreal, isn't it? See, it goes that way. They go to Perth, goes to Broken Hill, goes to Melbourne, goes to Murwillumbah, goes to Brisbane, everywhere. Start from they won't start from number 2, won't start from number 3, no. It's got to start from the first railway line, and this is it, number 1. And he's blowing his air brakes. Anyway, that's it here from me, Mr. Hominoid down here at Central, during our festive times with the lovely thing floating around the world. And there's not much else happening. And as we can all see, it's pretty dead. It's dead everywhere. Look at that. They're not dead. It's just, it feels eerie. Because last time I was here, I'm used to normal times. Actually, what people don't realise, see that building there, right there. Right, see the old brick building there? That there is the old men's toilet. Yep. If you look back in the early videos, and there it is there. You'll see the stairs going down. So I just want to film the doorway. Is it there? Did you know that used to be the men's toilet? Didn't you know that? When I was working here on the railways back in 1976, that was the men's toilet. You go down the stairs, turn left, and the men's were down there, and the ladies was over there. And then I think there's access to the tunnels or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's what it was. And we used to have to put, when I was a kid, in 68, we used to have to put 2 cents in the toilet, to pay for the toilet. Yeah. So it just goes to show you how much the world's changed. Yeah, so actual fact, there you go, your office is the men's toilet. From 40 years, that's why that's all that beautiful sandstone. Yeah, that's what it was. Anyway, that's it there from me, Mr. Omeroyd. Isn't that a nice thing to find out? You're working at the men's toilet 40 years ago. Yeah, lovely. But it's true. Look up the old videos. You'll see old videos. You'll see it's a men's toilet. 2 cents a year's a toilet. Yeah. Bye.